All right, so it's still Solomon.
Yeah.
We've spoken about the kind of rates to have on the field as the hybrid types of the farm.
Yeah.
I know people might be thinking, if I'd want to kickstart with corn farm.
Okay.
The amount that will be involved, especially if it is an acre, starting with an acre, I think that is something cool for anybody who wants to start farming. Would love to start. What is the fair idea? What advice can you give concerning that in terms of monetary wise?
Yeah. And so it is such that the bigger the farm, then the price also drop along the line.
Okay.
Because if you are spending money, if you are trying to somebody to come do 1 acre reading, you feed the person. Same for maybe when you bring them to do 2 acres, maybe the food will consume. So you see the higher you go, the cooler it becomes. On the average, last time I did some calculation for somebody, we're hovering around close 5,000 US.
1 acre.
And so we'll take it one by one.
All right.
Yeah, so over here, an acre of land is going for 150 cities to 200 cities a year.
That's if you want to rent the
land. Yeah, a year. If you want to rent it, a year. So let's peg it at 200 cities.
Okay.
Those who are clearing it, depending on how it has grown, some are doing 450, some are doing 400.
All right.
Yeah. So let's peg it at 450. You always keep the higher figure so that because an estimate.
Yeah, all right. Is it the manual or the tractor?
No, the manual reading.
All right, okay.
The tractor is not common here.
Exactly.
And so to get a tractor to read for you is sometimes difficult. They will charge you more. If it's a land that tractor has never used before, they charge you 500 cedis. I have not plowed before. Even that one, they will not even plow it properly. They just do some whole senior land for you. And so now you have your land, they've cleared it for you. To be at the safer side, because the land has been there for a very long time, the wheat has produced a lot of seeds on the land. And so we advise that you let people burn it, allow that it regenerates.
Right.
Then you spray. Then that will reduce the seed population on the land. So we'll go for spraying. We have been masters in this for a very long time now. We have special nozzle that can spread 2.4 meters or even more if it's a new machine with a good pressure. And so we use 3 liters of glyphosate to spray 1 acre.
Oh.
Yeah. But if you find somebody those who have been swinging, they can sometimes use 4 or 5. So to be at the safer side, to be at the side of those who swim, 5 liters is almost 200 cedis because a liter now is 40 cedis or 45.
All right.
So let's peg it at 40. So that will be 200 cedis for glyphosate.
Wow.
Yeah. We're almost close to 1,000 cedis. When that happens, you have to plant. If you are not fortunate and there are trees on it, it means you have to cut it.
Okay.
So that is an extra cost that we cannot just quantify like that. So that is it. So now you have got your land, you've cleared it, you have sprayed it. Now the land is very clear. I'll always advise that don't let the grasses to grow before you spray. Let them once they are young, and then you prepare very early. By March your land should be ready. All this thing I'm saying should be done within January. That is if you are preparing for the year. January, February, start getting your land. By March, you prepare your land. When the grass are just young, then you spray. They die and they go down.
Okay.
So that when your maize germinate, they can get air blowing. Look, if there are even debris on it, too much for you, and the way maize germinate, and it doesn't get fresh air blowing, they will grow with a thin stem. And so let fresh air blow. And that's why you see you see this field, you can see the field.
Yes,
very clear.
Yeah.
We use tractor because we have approached down here and done all those things. We harrow.
And
so when it germinates, you get the sunrise. If it is going to get sunlight for 8 hours or 6 hours, to get it 100%, that will interfere. The earth. And so now let's say your land is ready to plant it. The seed we are selling is going for 40 seeds.
Okay.
And if you are planting the way we plant, 1 seed per hole, 20 centimeters and then 75 centimeters apart. In between row, 75. and then the column is 20 centimeters. That's 1 foot.
1 foot.
You need 10 kilos for 1 acre.
Oh.
10 kilos for 1 acre. So that is costing you 400 cedis. So the seed is 400 cedis.
Oh.
So, well, we escaped one thing. We didn't talk about the cost of labor for the spraying.
Okay.
Yes. I think now they do 1 liter. I think 30 cities of this. I'm not too sure. So they do 155 cities.
Okay.
So let's say you are spending 100 cities on that person that day. Maybe including feeding and transportation. So you are roving around 1,350 cities now. Now you've done your planting. If you don't plant at the right time and then there are rodent picking things, now you have your seed. And so you need a diazole, chemical that used to mix the maize so that when you plant, nothing will pick it. And that diazole is going for 50 cities. It's just about 250 mils in a can.
Okay.
We've burned the thing like I would have shown you some.
Okay.
Yeah. So that one is also 50 cities. Now the boys who are planting now are planting for 300 cities per acre. Yeah, planting for 300 cities per acre. So that's another 300. Making 1,700. Now you've planted. Then you do weed control. Now you've planted. Once the seed gets water and sunlight to germinate, the other grasses sits in the soil also start germinating. There are chemicals to control weeds in maize. But the trick here is that when they go beyond 5 leaves, those chemicals cannot kill it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so don't wait and say, oh, let me plant and then they should hit me. It can only kill it. That's why they say pre-emergence and then post-emergence. Some of them they need pre-emergence and then post-emergence the ingredients to form those chemicals. When they are young, the grasses are young. In fact, this grass quite sometimes will not be able to kill it.
I see.
They should just come out young, very small, and they do your spraying. They will all die. Now when they die, because your planting distance is very close, 20 centimeters by 75, the maize will form a canopy. And once the land is, those seeds in the soil are not getting, those wheat seeds in the soil are not getting sunlight, and then maybe they get water, but not get sunlight, they will not be able to germinate.
Oh.
And so you can see this field. That is what we've done. And so there's no weed at all till you harvest. You get it?
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So the common weed this we have now, with the selective you have for maize, you have the Nicokin, Nicotop, depending on the brand. Those ones are roving around 70-75 cedis. But over here, the one we use, my boss, we want to get it once and for all. So we use a variety called, a chemical called Selector. It's from Agromonti.
Okay.
Selector is very effective. That's what we use.
Okay.
So when you use Selector, 1 liter is going for 98 cedis, almost 100 cedis.
Wow.
And then you may use about 1.5 for 1 acre. And so let's peg down, because that one the dosage is between, you can feed between 100 and 150 mils.
All right.
Per napsa, 15 liters.
Okay.
And depending how fast you also walk. And so let's peg it at 2 liters, which is going for 200 cedis. So now we are around 1,900.
All right.
Okay. So now you've done this. Now, before you even do weed control, you must apply fertilizer 10 days from the day of planting. So if I plant today, 10th day, you have to apply NPK. But if you're using plant, as I said earlier in other interviews, that one you can plant with the fertilizer on the same day. So you have to do that one. You need 100 kg of compound fertilizer, NPK 15-15 or 20-20. We use Yara. I think the Yara is 23 for nitrogen, then the rest are 10-10 with other trace elements. Those fertilizers now, the cheapest fertilizer in town now is around 350 cedis or 300, yeah. And then the Yara, as I told you earlier on, a friend got one for 580 cedis. The government subsidized one. And some of those ones, you see the nitrogen content is very good. When you go to market, you take care of what is written on the sacks. Some of those fertilizers are made purposely for vegetables. And so you see the nitrogen level is very high, the phosphorus is different, all those things. But if you go and buy any fertilizer at all because of the cost, you apply it, it will be green the next 2-3 weeks after some heavy downpour. I think you have come back to square zero. Yeah, so you have to look for. So preferably, I prefer Yara Achiever. Yes. So you are using 2 bars, which is 100 kg. So let's peg it at 500 cedis. Okay. So that would be 1,000 Ghana cedis.
All right.
You've done that. If you are fortunate and it is raining nicely, you don't have problem with follow me well. If it's not rain is not falling well, the move go around looking for for them. They don't mean harm to you. They it's just a move, butterfly like kind of insect. They move around trying to lay eggs and multiply. And so when they see a maize with a funnel-like kind of leaf, they feel it is a safe place there for them to lay eggs and multiply.
Oh, okay.
So they are not actually targeting your maize. And then they also make sure that leaf, the plant they are going where they lay the egg, the worm or the insect they produce can feed on it, and then they can survive before they can multiply. So for them, they don't really, they don't mean to cause you any harm. And so when it is raining, and then that funnel like they lay egg inside, the rainwater draws them.
Oh, okay.
So you not see follow me with. One, the mother know that it's raining, so I will not even make the mistake by laying egg there, so that my eggs will get drawn by water, or even the new hatch, the puppy will get drawn. Even if that happens before it starts raining, they all die. Oh. And if that doesn't happen, there's a little bit of drought, the follow me will come. You can see one of our maize at the top, they nearly destroyed. We've done the follow me control yesterday, and so now everything's under control. When that happens, when you're not fortunate, it's not raining, they need to do follow me. Sometimes you can even do it twice or thrice. And so to avoid this thing, normally we do the protective one. That one you spray, and once you spray and the scent is there, the move will not even come there to lay the egg at all.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That medicine we use blaze. Some use dim blaze. People use this pyrifos family. Some pyrifos. This one is to treat wood. There's ban. Those chemicals are too harsh. You realize that when you use it, it burns the maize. Oh. It burns it, and sometimes it doesn't kill the worms. And so we use blaze, dim, attacker super. These are the common ones within our locality that we use. So we used to apply it. So that one you can get like 3. Normally the dosage is 20 mils to 25 mils per 15 liters of knapsack. Wow. Now the worms, we've studied them, realize that when the sun is shining, they get out and then they go into the soil, they hide. Then the night they come out to eat. So my boss will tell you that when I see you follow me worm in the morning, I'll sack you. So we come to farm, we do other petty works. Then in the evening, when it's around 3, then we spray. Those chemicals, so when you spray on the plant, because it's not systemic, when the sun shines like this, it escape.
All right.
And so when you spray in the evening, but then the sun is down. You spray, even if you don't get them for a chemical to kill them directly, even when they come later on, it kills them. Yes. So follow me is always done in the evening. If you can wake up and come by 5 a.m. start, when it is about 7 you stop. Those ones who are late there, you can still knock them down. And when you've done that, you wait for 3 days. You scout the farm. If you see a sign, you do another
again.
Because we are into business. Then to seed business, which we make maybe the profit margin is far better than that of the food. We don't just spray follow me well. We mix it with foliar fertilizer. So we can look for some foliar fertilizer. There are a lot of them in the market. Harvest more and all those. Then we mix it with follow me material, the chemical before we spray. So they also helping the mix. Yeah. And then so we are done with the follow me. Then after 30 days, the maize was 10 days and you apply NPK, right? 20 days after, that will be 30 days from the day you plant it. You do top dressing with urea. So that one bag, 50 kg bag for 1 acre. Just drop it small. Because that's the way the women were doing it. So that's what we call top dressing. The urea, you have to make sure that the ground is wet. There's some level of moisture in there, because that one it supplements, like how you do camphor. When you put camphor down, it change from solid to gaseous state. Yeah. When you do that, if you don't take that, you do it, the side is scorching, the land is dry, you think I've done something, but it will just escape. The maize will not use at all. So yesterday, the maize was supposed to apply it, they applied today. It was just 27th day. The 28th day will be around Sunday. Okay. But the rain, we had a heavy rain yesterday. So we want to seize the opportunity and do. So we've done it today. So we are good to go. Wow. We've just done it 3 days earlier. But it will not cost any harm. And so when you do that one, you done a formula well, that your top dressing, then you have anything, you are free to go. You only fold your hands and watch the maize grow. If you have issue with grass cutter and all this, maybe you can clear 1 or 3 meters away. People do binary tire to scare, or you ask a hunter to come and guide your farm for you. And you are good to go. Then that is all. You only watch your maize grow. In situation where the chemical could not, the one you do for the weed control could not do very well. What we do is that when the maize is at this stage, you can use Gramazo and walk under. You bend it down. You have nozzles that can spread about 1 meter or even 70, 80 centimeters. You walk down. You fetch the Gramazo like 50 mils and then 70, 80 mils, and you use it to do it. It clears it nicely. Then your farm will be very neat. The air will blow everything circulate, and they have a very good harvest.
That'll be the work of experts.
Yeah.
Because if you should tell me to come and spray, if your care is not taken out, destroy the whole thing.
You know, if you bring the person didn't do any of those drugs, he didn't quaff or, and the person, have love for farm, the person should be able to do it. Yeah, because the attachment guys do come. You just explain to them and then they do, and they do it very well. That is why education is important. Today we are talking about 50 mils, 30 mils. If you don't
go to school, you'll not be able
remember those days they tell tin tomatoes go Vito the car. Today tin tomatoes is not even common. Yes.
You don't get it anywhere.
Now they are not in sachets.
Yeah.
And that milk go the car is almost about 200 mils.
Yes.
Which if
it's too much for the crop.
Yes.
And now I think now they have the measurements.
Yes. So now the companies are coming with measurement. They calibrate the carvings.
Yes.
So you can use it to do.
So that's beautiful. So like you said, so that means ideally if one should be holding like 5K.
Yes. And so after you've done the fall army worm, you get a chemical for the fall army worm. When you get a chemical for the fall army worm, you buy maybe one is 30 cedis, 3 will be 90 cedis. Plus the guy that will do it, so let's peg it around maybe 150 cedis. Then you are good to go.
Right.
Now you have to start harvesting. If you want them to harvest and shell it at the same time, they will put the cup, this thing off. You shell it at the same time. The women you see, you bring 10 people, they will take care of 1 acre.
Okay.
That is with a very good plant population. When you pack it very well, 10 people will take care of 1 acre. What the blade, what clay is the acre? Yeah, 1 acre. But if it is not well packed, you can do your calculation, you estimate and they do it for you. In some generation, they just say, come and do it. When you are going, the boat that you carry you go to the farm, they'll give you maize like that, they take home. Yeah, that is what we do. And so when you bring the 10 people, that one with their feeding and everything, spend around 500 cedis on that one too. You spend around 500 cedis on that one too. Now you take it home. Also, the tractor operators are now shelling with their tractor.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's some small, this chamfam who they also shell it. They shell number 5 sack. One, I think number 5 sack is 60 cedis. And number 4, I think is 30 or 40, something like that. And so that one's so they share for, depending on what you get. So they can also share for you. And so that one depends on what you get. So on average, from our seed, we have different seed and their potential yields.
Right.
This maize is called the cabe. The yield is about 6 point something tons per hectare. A hectare is 2.5 acres. And the other one, Pueblo, is almost 9.7 tons per hectare. And so it depends. So what you get will influence how much you spend on the shelling. You understand? And then maybe finally you move it. So by the time you are, so already the one you've done now is around 3,000. Up to the people who do the harvest is 3,550 cedis.
Wow.
And maybe the cost of transportation. Remember, we didn't make budget for those who have done the first spray and all those things.
Yes.
So by the time you are done, roving around 5K, then you can get a very good farm.
That's before, during, and after.
Yes.
On the harvesting of
now,
the field.
The cost drop along the line. When you are starting fresh, you ask them to weed, and you pay 400 cedis. This time around, if you've done your Gramazo, the farm will be clean. So you only is left with this.
The straw.
So somebody just come and brush it for you, 100, 200 cedis or 150 cedis. So that the cost of weeding will drop, will not be in a second. And bear it in mind that you are farming twice in a year. So the second season, you're no more paying for land. The quality of chemical you use to spray 1 acre, which is about 5 liters, this are around, because the grasses are small, the dosage will drop to maybe say 150 or 200 mils per knapsack spray. Now, to those who want to invest, it's not easy, in the sense that you have gone to meet a land, a virgin land, with plants on it or with weeds on it, with a lot of roots. They have hold a land to certain form before you come. It will take a year for those roots and everything to decay before the land will lift itself for you to start making profit. So normally I tell you that look, the first year you will not make profit, but make sure that what you've put inside you get it back. Okay. And subsequent years you start making profit. Are you getting my argument? Yes. So subsequent years, this time around, you're not going to spend so much money on the spraying and all those things. You just get up and then boom, you hit the ground. Yes. Let me use this opportunity to talk about the hybrid seed a little bit. When you walk into the agrochemical shop or those who sell seeds, whether the vegetable one, you see that they write F1, which means first generation. Okay. So after I have crossed this one, the male and then the female, 2-parent material, the first seed I got is a first generation. When you plant it, it will yield very well. But if for 1 or 2 weeks you decide to pick another crop from what you have planted, it becomes second generation. People plant. It comes to a time the parent materials separate. Yes. Yeah, so you don't get the original seed you see. Now when you plant the first generation, you get a higher yield. Second generation, it drops. Third generation, then it comes to a time, it becomes like OPV. It's no more hybrid, it just becomes something else, like the normal seeds. Are you getting my point? That's why always they say, do not replant. It's not because of anything. You will not get a good yield the next time you plant it. And so we always encourage people to buy hybrid seeds. Hybrid seed. My case, the seed we produce for the 1 acre, you are buying 10 kilos. In order, which is 400 seeds, right? Yeah. 10 kilos. But some seeds, some foreign seeds are going for 92 seeds. Let's say almost 100 seeds.
Yeah, we got 92.
100 seeds times 10. 1,000 seeds. See the difference. You spend 1,000 seeds to go and buy a foreign seed. Once I have a very good,
which can fail you.
Which will be very good. Some of those seeds to have a longer duration to mature. And so, if the weather there's a little disturbance, disruption, we are going to fail. So basically that is it. So if somebody wants to venture into maize farming, it's very lucrative. But these are some of the things you do. But if you are doing 10 or more acres, that doesn't mean you need about 50,000 to do 10 acres.
Yeah, no, because it will drop.
Yes, right. It will drop. Remember the earlier one, the transportation and out are all not part of it. Yes. And you don't need to have 5,000 cash before you start.
You can't gradually bit by bit.
Yes, because it's a stage. Pata within 3 months, your maize is ready. I said the race started around 18 September. You plant this maize around September 25th or 6th thereabout. You have to prepare the land quickly. Today is 1st November, right? September,
today
October,
31st
October.
Yeah.
And look at this maize. It's one of the extra early variety. It's barely a month and some few, let's say 1.5 months. It's not even up to 1.5. But look at the stage of it. So within a short period of time, this maize will be ready. Wow. Yeah. So let's try and buy the hybrid. The hybrid is very good. It's very good because 2 different parents come together and then it comes with that, just like that. Yeah.
You surely get value for your cash. Yes. Thank you so much for the education. So viewers, and as usual, I would surely be displaying his content on the screen for you to pick. And if you need extra education, he is the best person for you.
I'm a free person.
Yeah.
I am on WhatsApp, on Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook, I use Solomon Green.
Yeah, right.
Solomon Green because my name is Solomon Agosu, but I prefer the green. I prefer green culture.
That's beautiful.
I said it. Somebody said I'm not proud of my this.
When I saw the change in names, I realized my chairman is doing it because of the agriculture field. So.
But when you come, when you see my details, I have Solomon Agosu as my official name.
Right.
But this thing it displays Solomon Green.
All right.
It's not because I'm not proud of Agosu. I'm proud of Agosu.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Just that I just love the green.
Yeah, we're going to pick hates what he's doing. So viewers, the contact will be there on the screen. Just pick it up and speak with him.
Let's talk. I can install irrigation, simple irrigation system.
Right.
I can do a lot of things. My life has been farming. Farm has been my life.
So this is the son of the soul. So thank you so much for
your time. You're welcome. Let's farm more and feed Ghana. People are hungry. Exactly. Let's farm. Let's people eat. Even if you farm, you don't get the money for you. For the fact that somebody's eating because of you, it's a worthy cause.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. You can actually farm to feed your family too as well. So that's so beautiful of you. Thanks so much. Yes.